Pro Youth and Family has been around for 42 years. We were founded because a community was really tired and overwhelmed by the gang and drug problems that were in their local park. About 500 people came together and said, we got to do something differently. 10 different committees were formed, and that became Pro Youth and Families, and we really always at the center of that was empowering young people to be the voice. They're the solution, not the problem.
The Youth and Family Collective was started really with this idea that we needed to do things differently.
The systems were broken, and we weren't able to serve the number of young people that we needed to serve, and organizations were struggling. They were having a hard time getting funding, they were really competing with each other, and we didn't want to do that. How were we going to serve more young people instead of being a field that we're so limited in our funding sources? So we brought people together, we had conversations so that it could be a very organic process, and we started to build what is now the YFC.
In the past, a lot of collaboratives were driven by money. The collaborative process came before the actual benefit to youth in the community. And we realized that it had to be flipped. We had to put the youth first and then put a structure together to collaborate. And once we put those things together, it completely changed the game and it all started to make sense.
They truly were the ones who believed in us, gave us our first opportunity to truly work with the youth.
It's like you could talk about anything, and it's really like a judge-free center, and it's really nice.
I guess I start coming out of that shell and just start talking to more people, stop being shy, and just started being myself around people.
With Miss Mommy here, I could talk more openly with her, and she understands us.
They understand the youth need help. They need guidance, they need direction, but it has to be from individuals that they trust, because we know our youth, and that's one thing that YFC understands. So with that understanding is what makes great partnerships and makes it able for us to push forward both missions collaboratively.
They've been able to power our organizations to be the best version of ourselves, to be able to help us build capacity, build team members, so we can focus on the students. It just takes one person in one instant to change the trajectory of someone's life. Now, we've had multiple students that have gotten arrested, gotten in trouble with the law, and because they were given a break and say, hey, you need to make sure you're in this program, and this is the only place you can go, they have a job, they're working, and they've absolutely turned their life around.
I changed as a person. I had terrible anger issues. I had a lot of things going on, like getting in trouble wise, and like coming here, it got me out of a lot of trouble.
We feel like a safe place for us to talk.
We're able to collaborate. We're able to be supported even in a financial space too as well for the young people that we serve. We're able to have direct contact with those that are running the show. Hey, I need to talk with somebody, or I need some support, like one phone call away, boom, I have an answer. We're working together, it's a real partnership.
Love Notes is probably one of the best curriculums that I've seen, and I know that when I speak to people who are out in the field, specifically our team, they talk all the time about the power of that curriculum, because it's really about building those relationships for young people. And then you combine that with what we're doing with Yes Squad, then young people are putting into practice what they're learning in the classroom. So they can take those and they can do projects out on their campus and really educate other young people on what's a healthy relationship, what isn't a healthy relationship. Respecting themselves, thinking about those sort of things when it comes to the relationships that we're in. So I just think the combination of both those things has been really powerful. So I think what I'm most proud of with the Youth and Family Collective is bringing together all these different organizations, the government agencies, nonprofit organizations, corporate businesses, and really being able to come together and do things differently, and finding those people that are really advocates for doing things there. And that to me is really exciting, that there are enough people out there who want to do things differently.
Investing in our youth is important because they're our future.
They're the ones that, believe it or not, your niece, your son, your daughter, that's who they're gonna be interacting with. That's who you might be sitting across from the table in Thanksgiving.
Teens like us, they need an outlet.
Having this program, kids can have somewhere to go after school.
For sure, it would teach somebody how to be a leader instead of a follower.
These babies need us. The youth want us in their lives.
They're all our responsibility, and I think we have to do more.
Because they're our future.